The Surfing Violinist presents the Holly Bolly One Take. Today, Queen. Queen is a coming-of-age dramatic comedy that is a breath of fresh air in a stale sea of trite rom-coms. It is a film that is truly creative and cross-cultural. Queen is a coming-of-age dramatic comedy, and on that basis we give it 4.5 out of 5 stars. When comparing Queen to films of similar genres, we'd put it above the Western independent success Waitress, but in terms of coming-of-age travel adventures, I would again put it below Y Tu Mama Tambien, and I'd put it on par with the film written by Tina Fey, the coming-of-age comedy Mean Girls, in terms of living up to its genre goals. When it comes to strengths, I don't normally mention performances because this review is more focused on writing and structure and genre goals, but something must be said about Kangana Ranaut. She's just amazing in every way, showing so much range within the role she's given here. The one critique we do have of this film has nothing to do with her performance or her character. Kangana Ranaut's Rani is really a brilliant character that manages to cross cultures in a believable and methodical fashion and emerge on the other side as a strong, independent woman without throwing out her own culture. She's a model of growth and cross-cultural communication, and Kangana's performance is perfect. Speaking of cross-cultural communication, this film is truly cross-cultural. The dorm scenes with the male roommates are a priceless peek into the inner workings of cross-cultural communication in realistic situations with fully sketched characters. This movie just gets so many things right in its portrayal of cultural stress and cultural discovery. When it comes to areas of improvement, we only have one real qualm with the film, and it is the over-romanticizing of free-spiritedness. This all comes down to one scene in which Ronnie meets a young Indian woman who has become a prostitute. The prostitute with the heart of gold trope is actually not the problem here. It's the Hollywood-inspired progressive notion that bends over backwards to make women who choose prostitution look noble and shrewd for doing so. It's such a preachy message, and this scene feels like a sermon. I mean, no one looks at Walter White from Breaking Bad and says, "Hey, look at him, he's so noble for cooking meth." But Hollywood loves making sex workers who choose it because it's easy money look like they're benefactors to humanity. And we feel like Queen, at least in this scene, falls into this trap.
बोट खरीदने गए कि रेंट करने? मेरा सेंस अभी वो बहुत अच्छा है, आपको धीरे-धीरे पता चलेगा.
On the emoticon-ometer, we give this film an XD, and when Melissa and I averaged our rankings together, it comes in 4th out of 30th in our Delhi Film Marathon. What are your thoughts about Queen? There are 3 more films that we rated in our Bollywood and Delhi Film Marathon. Watch our full-length episode about our exploration of Bollywood's love affair with Delhi by clicking on the video on the right. This month's episode of American Indian is all about our family's experience of this year's festival season and has gone live for Patreon supporters of the channel. If you would like to get early access, click the link to our Patreon page. For as little as $1 a month, you can get that early access. Until next time, keep watching movies with an open mind and help us find the best of what Indian cinema has to offer.